Welcome to online classes. Today we will start with 7th chapter, Library Functions. A program made in C language have several sequence of statements, or we can say statements are always written in sequence in a C program. Sometimes, due to repeated set of statements, C program becomes lengthy and complex. If the program is complex, you'll have a hard time accessing errors or finding or understanding or debugging it. That is why we break those statements, those large complex statements, into smaller ones, into smaller sub-programs. These smaller sub-programs are called functions. This is very important. The smaller sub-programs are called functions. In C, we can easily write very complex programs with the help of functions. Moreover, we can easily debug or understand these programs which are made with the help of functions. In C language, programmer use functions as a building blocks to construct large programs. This is important. If you have defined a function in a program, you can use them later on as a building block. You have to define it once only. Process of dividing a large program into smaller parts is known as modular programming. A function is self-contained block of statements that perform a particular task. Now, what is a function? A function is a self-contained block of statements that perform a particular task. A function group contains number of repeated statements in a program in a single unit and identify by name known as function name. We have studied earlier on about user-defined functions, how we created functions, how we defined what that function is doing, and later on using those in a program. The very important line is, in C program there can be one or more functions, but the main function must be present in every C program. There can only be one main function in C program. You can define or redefine any number of functions, but they are going to be called in main function. A programmer can call a function at different places in a program where it is needed, instead of writing the same set of statements again and again. Now, there are two types of functions: user-defined function and library function, or we say built-in functions that are already defined in a C compiler. As the name suggests, library functions are nothing but commonly required functions grouped together in a store. Library functions is present on a disk and written for us by people who write compilers for us. The people who designed C compiler also defined or has already written those functions, inbuilt functions. For example, we commonly use scanf and printf. They are already included in stdio.h header file, the header file that we use and predefined with hash, and then only we use scanf and printf. For example, with conio.h we use getch, standard input output. Again, there are number of library functions available in C. Some of the library functions and their corresponding library header files are given below. A. Library functions that carry out standard input-output operations are in stdio.h header file. For example, scanf, printf, get character, f close, f open. Then B, C type dot H, character type, to lower. If you want to have your written statements in lowercase or uppercase, to ASCII code, ASCII, correct? Then functions related to strings, string dot H. If you want to find out about the length of your string, if you want to copy your string, if you want to connect two strings together. And then math.h, it is related to all the math functions: cos, fmod, square root, power, exponent. Now library functions, we'll study about these in detail, how we use string length. In a main function, we have defined an array of a character, data type, and we defined a name. An integer data type is used to find out its length, and then we say length is equal to string length a, this one's, and when you print it out, %s for string and %d for length, this will be your output. These are really easy to use. Then string copy, similarly if you want to copy one string to another, string category or concatenate. String cat function joins the two strings together. This is how you use it. You can always use smaller names. These are here to exemplify how they can be used. Character, source, or you can always use A is equal to GHS, B is equal to TAPA. Then you can concatenate these with target first and then source. When you print it out, this will be your output. String comparison, to compare these strings, string A and string B. If you compare these, the output is going to be 0 and 1, because you have compared first here 0 and then the difference is 1. Get character, to have an input from a user, same as scanf, to get an character from a standard input device such as keyboard. Put character, to print an output on the screen, same as printf. Scanf, this is how we use scanf, %f and x. Cos, cosine of radian. Exponent, power. Square root. Fmod, to find the function used to calculate remainder. If we divide this with this, the remainder is this. Fabs, absolute value in a positive. CAL, round out. If your number is in floating point value, the result is going to be a rounder value. Round. Floor is lower, upper. Now, advantages. The functions are very easy to use. If you have a complex program, if you are designing a complex app or a window, you can divide those into smaller functions or smaller programs. It will be very compact, it will be easy to understand, it will be easy to debug, it will be easy to find any error. A single function can be used in more than one program. We can save time and money by using functions. With this, your chapter 7 is finished. If you have any questions, do let me know. Thank you.